You have no idea how nice that looks. I mean, Cougar, Agito, Ryuki, Faiz, Blade, Hibiki, Kabuto, Den-O, Kiva, Decade, Double, O's, Forze, Wizard, Game, Drive, and Ghost. Hey guys, this is KelkoK22 and I do apologise in advance. This video is going to be quite a long one. The reason for this is I've done my holiday update. If you guys don't know what the holiday update is, every year I go on holiday for 2 weeks in the caravan and I take my laptop with me. Now, as I have limited resources, I can't do anything too fancy, but I have a lot more time, so I can do basic coding and basic texturing things, which is not ideal for Ruby. That's why I worked on Rider more than Ruby. I did do something for Ruby and Custom Sword, which you guys will see in the next couple of weeks. Ruby hopefully being next week. And I spent most of the time working on Rider. Now, here you can see the normal 4 chests. Well, there's a lot more than 4 riders been worked on. So let's just jump straight into it with this chest. With 2 new riders, which is Cougar and Agito. So let's just start straight off, because I don't want this video to take 5 years. Let's put the armor on. And as you can see, straight off we spawn in as Cougar growing form. Now, I'm still 50-50 on this. If you guys want me to change this to mighty form, considering he used mighty form as his main form, please leave it in the comment section below. But growing form was his original form, so yeah. For now, it's growing form. I'm thinking of doing the same thing with Den-O with platform, but for now, yeah, let's go on to what's in front of us. So let's order some of these. This changes you into growing form. That's why you call Cougar growing. What am I looking? There we go. Titan. Swap these 2 round. There we go. We'll use the first one, which is going to be Cougar Mighty, to change us into Cougar Mighty form, which is the more traditional Cougar we all recognise. And then we got Cougar Dragon, which seems a bit dark, but from what I can find out, the suit is actually that colour dark. But as you can see, the belt actually changed out the blue on it, which is pretty awesome. Then we got Cougar Pegasus, unsymmetrical, and green. We got Cougar Titan. Then we got the rising forms for Rising Mighty, Rising Dragon, Rising Pegasus. I skipped one there. Rising Titan, and we have Amazing Mighty. And finally, we have Cougar Ultimate. Boom. Yes, you got another rider, and it's already pretty much done. At least as far as forms are concerned. No, I don't want to switch. I want to. That's why I changed the button on my other game, and I haven't changed it on this one yet. So we'll get rid of all these items. And notice the Oracle does actually change. Pretty awesome. So let's go into Agito now. Let's change view again. I love this skin. Still 50-50 on changing back, so I don't have to change my intro, but until then, I love this skin. So there we go. First one will change you into ground form, which he already is. And note, horns. Yes, the horns are there. It's just Minecraft. Then Storm changes the arm. Again, it seems quite dark, but hey. And the belt does change. We got Flame, Trinity, Burning, and shining. So that's all Agito's forms. I can't believe we're actually got 2 riders already pretty much done, and we're not that far into this video. So, and it goes. Next chest, next chest, next chest. I actually can't remember what's in this chest. Let's go. Kabuto and Decade. Now, I'm not going to go through all these form cards for Decade, but you can turn into Kabuto, Hibiki, Blade, Fize, Fize Excel, Ryuki, Agito, Agito Storm, Agito Flame, Agito, is that not Agito, Cougar, Cougar Dragon, Cougar Pegasus, and Cougar Titan. But you can now turn into the end. I'll show that in a second after I've finished showing you Kabuto. So, we are now Kabuto. Now, I haven't finished adding all the forms yet, because Hyper is not yet in, but the Hyper Zector is not done yet. So as soon as the Hyper Zector is added, you'll be able to turn into Hyper, but I just haven't had time to do it. So this is the only rider out of all those riders who's not currently somewhat complete. It's kind of depressing. I mean, Ghost has more forms, but the 2 forms you do have access to is Armor form, and Rider form. And as you can see, the belt does actually change as the person moves it, I think, across. Yeah. Yeah, pretty much you only need the Kabuto Zector to do both, as in the show he just moves the horn across on the Kabuto Zector on the belt. So I made it so that you only actually need the Kabuto Zector, which I like. You might not. I like. So let's chuck all this into this chest, and let's turn it into the end. We don't need the Deca Driver, because I'm not going to go through all these cards. I'll be here all day. You know what the forms look like. And if you've not, I've got videos on the holiday update where you could just go and have a look. But that's actually all of Decade's cards. He just needs his final form card. No, final form. Well, he does have a final form card, but most of all, it's the K-Touch. Is it the K-Touch? But as you can see now with the D-End belt, not D-End Driver, the D-End belt, we now turn into Kamen Rider D-End, which I love the way this skin turned out. If it wasn't a case of I'm putting armor on this entire mod showcase, I would actually wear that armor the rest of this mod showcase. Okay, so that's D-End, and yeah, that's 4 riders done. Look at the time, yeah. So let's go on to the bigger ones. Let's go into Game. Now Game has got things from the Game Gaiden added. So let's start off by transforming into Kamen Rider Knuckles, because Kamen Rider Knuckles has access to a new form in the let me just move these in the form of Kamen Rider Jimba Macron. Is it Macaroon? I have no idea, but let's do this. Boom! So as you can see, we have the Macron bombers, I think they're called, and we have the belt changing and the visor, and we're supposed to have the starry thing on the head, but the visor kind of blends with it. Yeah, I think I got the helmet at least somewhat right. We don't have a lot of images of the form yet, so a lot of it I've had to guess. But I don't think it's turned that bad. And if anybody wondering, the headpiece is different from the Kurumi. If I just go into this, the back of it, I've taken the colour out in the same way that the Game headpiece for the Jimba arms loses the colour on the back. But this form does have the red, the yellow at the front, so I left that stripe on there. And other than that, I don't think this turned out that bad. So there we have Kamen Rider Knuckler done. Then Kamen Rider Survivor. Is it Survivor or Saver? I have no idea. Reading not my specialty, but he has the whole Jimba Zakruo Blood Ranger arm thing. Yeah. Before anybody hates actually on this suit, I like this suit, and I still have to change some of it because I noticed he had a bit more on him, because he has the mini skirt the same as Kamen Rider Uden. So it's a case of he is a mismatch of so many Dark Riders that I can instantly forgive him, because he's one arm has the armor from Bujingame, and he uses Bujingame's Daidaimuru, which kind of makes sense because he uses the blood orange Lockseed to transform into this form. So he has that bit of Bujingame. The head is the head of Mars, but it's kind of like the bottom of it started to decay. He has the Ringo arms, the same as Kamen Rider Mars, Kamen Rider Jam, Kamen Rider Udin. He has the colour scheme of Udin, also has the kind of skirt of Udin. He uses a Daidaimuru, even though he's a Ringo arms based thing. Kind of like Jam. It's like he's a mismatch of all of those riders, and his suit is pretty much identical to Dark Baron. It's like, wow. I saw this suit and I was like, that suit is as ugly as hell. But as soon as I really started to look at it, I can forgive them for using Ringo arms again. I can actually forgive them. And that's just simply because the suit is such a mismatch of everything. I actually like it. You probably don't. But we also have his Savory Arrow, or Survivor Arrow. I like calling him Savory, because it's kind of like a jam. Moving on. We have Kamen Rider Dark Baron Sendoku Driver. So as you can see, it's Baron, but he's dark. And because he's using the default banana arms, he actually has these effects already. So, yeah. He does stuff. Now, I must mention, you can't go into that Jimba form. You can't go into any of the Jimba forms with any riders other than the Pacific one that it was meant for. Reason for this is we don't know how the actual Jimba form affects the undersuit for the normal riders. So, it's something that you go and get that Pacific rider for. You go and get Kamen Rider Knuckles for the Macron Energy Lockseed usage. Same with Kamen Rider Saver. I really want to say Saver. With this form. So these two forms only work with these two drivers. Must mention that now. But yeah. Dark Baron. Again, only just announced and in. I'm doing quite good at this updating stuff now. I gotta say, I am doing quite good. So, let's move on to the last chest that we can see. Which, Kamen Rider Drive. Now, there's a lot in this chest, so let's start off. We're taking these, dumping all these in there, putting these up so we can take dish, the dish. Is this in your form? I can't remember. I'll show it anyway. And these. So let's put the suit on. So as you can see, straight up we're Kamen Rider Drive. Because Drive type speed is awesome. Or at least it is until we use Formula. So Drive type Formula. Yes, I've been holding this back. I haven't showed you any of this yet. Formula actually has a 3D model, and Formula looks awesome. This is kind of why Formula's other cars aren't in yet, is because I haven't got around to editing them in with this system, and it's why in the holiday update you saw the tyre going across the torso and not the arms. This looks awesome. That doesn't look as awesome as much. Might have to lower the spoiler, but I love this. I love this. I absolutely love the way this looks. You can't use any shift cars in this form yet, but as I said, the thingy ones, the pit crew, are going to be added at some point. So next, we gotta leave this form. This form looks awesome. We go into Tridron, type Tridron, and as you can see, he's very Tridron-y. Ha. So, yep, tyres over here now, not like type speed, which had it like that, like the dead heat tyre. But, yeah, it's on the arm. And if you have all the shift cars for a combination on you, so Flare Spike Shadow, Hunter Dr. Braver, Dump Mixer Gravity, you can go into the tyre Kakamazils or whatever it is, and my nose is starting to block up. Perfect timing. So as you can see, attack 1, 2, 3. And then we got People Saver and Cozy Camper. I've always called this Cozy Camper, as in a nice camper van to camp out in. Yeah, Cozy Camper. The whole eye thing hasn't been added yet, along with the effects, but that will be added at some point once I work out how the hell you're gonna get it. Because I mean, driving himself, that's just gonna be weird. It could be done, it's just gonna be weird. So, Dead Heat, if I haven't showed it already, Dead Heat looks amazing, but I'm pretty sure this was in the last update. And then we have Type Next for the movie, who looks like a chipmunk who stuffed his cheeks. Yeah, that wasn't intentional, but the first time I saw it, it was like, that looks like a chipmunk who's ate a tad bit too much. And then we have Type Special from the new movie, which is still in cinemas right now. No, it's only just got into cinemas in Japan, so I really want to see that film. I do, just because new forms. And I actually do want to get this shift car. This car will be crafted from this one, and this one will be crafted from this one, and you'll get one of these from fighting a boss at some point. So yes, wrong chest. This is the chest I want, and my stomach is doing backflips. And I just got rid of one of the things I actually wanted. So we'll get this, and we will get... Where is it? Where is it? This. And we'll change to the Maha Driver Hono. So, we are now Kamen Rider Maha. But we can change from Maha to Maha Dead Heat. Yeah. This form looks amazing, and I'm so happy that I was able to use Zero Decade's skin for this. It's because I'm not a huge fan of Maha, but he is, so I'd prefer to use his skin than make one of my own, because I'm not a huge fan of Maha. And I would rather the skin be made by someone that actually really does enjoy him. I mean, he's not too bad in his fight scenes recently with Chase, because I kind of like the comedic value in there. But Maha's Maha. But most importantly, Chaser! Yes, yes, everybody's been bugging me for this. Yes, Chaser is in here. Chase, yes. Tire on the back. Yeah, tire on the back. Still, have I still not fixed those legs? Keep on. Okay, I'll look into it. So, yep. Chaser done. Moving on, we have the 2 new drivers which have only just been announced. Let's go into, there we go. We have, because we're using the Maha driver, we'll just change to this one, which is the mass production version of the Maha driver, which I've called the Metro PD Metro PD driver Hono, because I didn't want to call it Metro PD Maha driver Hono, because that would have been a really long name, and we don't have an official name yet. So yeah, he does have the thing on the back, no tyre, and he can't use any of the tyre tokens. Then moving on, we have Kamen Rider Golden Drive. Now, I chose to give it the tyre, even though it shouldn't have the tyre. It should just have a texture, kind of like a Proto Drive. But I chose to give him a tyre because I didn't think about it at the time. Logic. So, yeah, we got him. He can't use any of the tyre token things either. That's more the fact that I don't know if he actually does use them. He may do, he may not do. So, yeah. For now, he will do. And my throat is getting really messed up. E. But that's everything for Kamen Rider Drive. So, is that it for the video? No, that's not it. That's not it, because you see, there was never just 4 chests. There's another chest, and it's hiding from you. You're just gonna click. There! We have Kamen Rider Ghost. And I can't believe I clicked that. A few times I've failed at clicking it. But yeah, straight up with Kamen Rider Ghost. The next rider, already in the mod. Yeah! Shortest timing between a new series actually being announced and it's being in the mod. Yeah! Because like Gaima stopped doing it after Wizard for a while, and then got back into it to do Gaim, and then I didn't do Drive straight away. I let Drive, yeah, you know, I'm getting better at this, and I'm gonna stop rambling. So yeah, here we go. He's got the whole hoodie thing. There is one thing I have to change with the underskin, but you can't really see it. You might be able to see it if you look really, really close. Actually, I just noticed it. No, I don't think you can see it. A lot of that texture shouldn't be there. I'm gonna have to look into that, because it looks like the texture's left on there. Oh well, the belt is the problem on here, as I actually put a grey belt on it. Actually, I should be able to see if I take that off. Yeah, there you go. You can see the grey belt going across. The belt is actually orange, I believe. And that's the only problem with this suit, but considering I did it before we had any clear pictures of anything, I don't think I did that bad. And I hit R. There we go. So we have 4 of his icons before. Robin will be added once we get a picture of his back, or at least an idea of what his back looks like. First we have All, which, normal form. I really like the way this turned out. Then we have Edison, is this? Edison, yeah. The electric one. Yeah, this just looks weird, but it is Minecraft. And as you can see, he does have the light bulb visor. Yeah, I just thought it was weird shapes to begin with as well. Then we have the Newton icon, which is supposed to be an arrow squashing an apple. Again, I thought it was a weird shape to begin with. But he punches people with gravity. Yes! And we have Musashi, who is a samurai. This form has crossed swords as the visor. He also has a headband. Because headbands and hoodies go together like night and day. And that's pretty much it in this update. I can't believe I got this much done. And I can't believe this video isn't like 50 hours long. Because that's a lot of writers to get in here. So yeah, please leave me any feedback you can in the comment section below. This is going to be the last update for a while, as I want to give Ruby the time of day. So yeah, any feedback is appreciated. So yeah, this is CocoK22, and instead of asking you what rider's next, I want to know which of these riders is your favourite. Goodbye.